Alison Rosen is your new best friend. Alison, with her good times never end. Alison Rosen, doing the wavy pencil dance again. Alison's your new best friend.
Hey everyone, hi, hello. Welcome to another exciting episode of Alison Rosen is your new best friend. I'm sitting here in the studio with my husband, Daniel. It is a week and a couple days before Xmas. When you hear this, it'll be 1 week before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hi.
How is it going?
It's going great.
Good.
I'm in the holiday spirit finally, I think.
Are you?
No.
We need to talk.
comes and
I have a
goes.
list here.
It comes and goes.
I have a list. You have intermittent holiday spirit, and I got to put something, your battle with the Christmas lights. I'm putting that on because this has become my battle with your battle with the Christmas lights. Anyway, I am sitting here and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
Calls?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11 voicemails
Oh my God.
to get through.
I love it.
I don't know if we're going to get to all of them, but we have got to make it so that people can call in and talk to us.
I want to do a live
Then we could go
call-in
from,
show.
what did I say, 11, 13?
Something like that.
We could go from 11 to 13 voicemails to like 2 calls.
2 calls.
I mean, because you know me. I got a jibber jabber.
You do.
Actually,
like to
you
flap
do.
those gums.
On my show, I jibber jabber, but in real life, I can leave a party faster than you, don't you think?
Leave it?
Yeah, I can leave a party faster than you. Like if we're at
Oh, I have a hard time leaving parties.
a gathering or an event and I give you the like, we should probably get going soon. Then you are doing another lap.
I can be that guy who stays too long. Like I have it in me to be that guy.
What propels that?
Just enjoying the company of my friends. I just don't usually want to leave
Yeah.
and go back to my sad, lonely life.
Yes, yeah. What I hear is that you enjoy the company of anyone other than me,
Literally
and it's
anyone.
a cry for help.
Mm-hmm. That's why I try to, if I eat out, I try to order it to deliver. Because if I go to a restaurant,
You're never coming home. You're
just
staying
gonna-
there for breakfast, brunch, lunch,
I'll
and dinner.
chat it up with the people who work there, get their life stories, help out behind the counter,
Well,
close
good
up.
for you. Good for you.
A man of the people.
I'd like to remind everyone, especially if you're trying to find something to buy for someone who enjoys witty ladies. Doesn't that mean, come on down to the Chuckle Hut. It's Witty Ladies Night. No, that's what it sounded like. It sounded super cheesy when I'm talking about something
That
that's
has never happened. There's never been a
Witty Ladies Night.
only witty ladies get in free.
Oh no, I meant like you're right. That sounded like
Oh, witty ladies at the Chuckle Hut would be like
A show.
comedians.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was thinking like ladies' night.
no,
Like-
but there's nights where ladies get in free.
Sure, but not just
Just
witty ladies.
plus, what would the test be?
You have to banter with the doorman.
Can you imagine? Okay, no. I want to remind everyone that Tropical Attire Encouraged and Other Phrases That Scare Me, my book, has been re-released with new material, new illustrations from Daniel, an updated cover. Please go get that. And if you get that, please leave a review on Amazon so that I can go there and not be like, oh, look, there's like a smattering of review. I need
Just
more review.
Part of a review.
No, I mean, look, as you pointed out, when I bemoaned the state, you said, honey, people aren't going to get excited about a book that's been out for 5 years. And I said, the way you see me and build me up makes me feel so good.
I'm the wind beneath your wings.
You are. You're the wind beneath my wings when I'm trying to just sit on the ground, though. Like, you're the wind that's...
Well, I'm the wind beneath your wings, and you're an ostrich.
Yes, you're the wind beneath my
Flightless
wings,
bird.
and I'm a flightless fucking bird trying to take a load off,
That's right.
and you're blowing me hither and thither
Oh
and
my
yawn, thither and yawn. Anyway,
Yawn
please-
doesn't get the respect it deserves in the thither
think-
and hither and the thither.
You know why? Because it's thither and yawn and hither and thither.
Right.
Thither, hither, thither, thither. Thither.
Hither, thither, and yon are the three
Wise
kids
men.
in my children's book. No, God.
But thither
Mm-hmm.
is getting a lot of play.
Yeah.
Thither.
Thither is like
Which-
the bisexual in a 3-person relationship.
Oh, see, and I was going to say that thither is like the person who sold jeans, Levi Strauss, during the gold rush, because everyone's all like, is that Levi Strauss?
Go ahead. Sure. Yeah, Levi.
I think so. Everyone is all like, ooh, we're here for gold. It's flashy. It's fun. That's what hither is. But secretly, thither or
Thither's
jeans.
profiting.
Yeah, because everyone needs jeans.
Yeah, you
Apparently,
wanted to be-
everyone needs thither.
in the gold rush, you wanted to be the one selling the pickaxes.
Well, jeans is how I've always heard of it, but yes.
Sure. Yeah.
Because you can't pan for gold in a skirt. Do they allow ladies to pan for gold? What were the
there weren't
slacks
many
and
ladies.
trousers alternatives?
There were not many ladies in the gold rush.
Well, certainly there were some.
Few.
What were they doing?
Mostly prostitution.
Oh, so
But-
they wouldn't be wearing jeans.
No, they would wear dresses and they would work in the houses of ill repute.
What voice is that?
That is my
Wallace Shawn.
mhm. If there was a woman in a gold camp,
A gold camp? They called them that?
yeah, like if there was because there would be these.
Don't gesture with your
Sorry.
microphone, please.
if a lady walked through a gold camp, it would be an event. Guys would
Like wolf whistling.
come out to
and
watch her walk down the road. I mean, that's
would
how
they
rare a
unzip
sight that was.
the fly in their brand new jeans and begin diddling themselves?
Exactly.
Wait, but okay, so women were whoring around. And
I mean, not
what?
all of them.
And nursing. Like, what was offered to women at the time?
Nursing? Oh, nursing.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't mean babies. I mean being nurses. Probably
I'm not
nursing
sure there were
babies,
many
too, though.
nurses in California in the gold rush.
So just men came out, men and whores.
Mostly men.
Okay. Anyway, though, thither. Let's look it up. Are you saying thither or thither?
I always say thither. Is it thither?
I don't really know. Okay. Let's look it up. By the way, you weren't on the last episode with Lizzie and Mike Bridenstine where I did iTunes Comments of the Week.
Yeah.
And Lizzie read the negative one. And it was about how I'm basic and they'll give a show to just about anyone these days.
When they gave you this show, I was shocked. I was like, I can't believe they would give you this show.
Them, the ones who give out the shows.
Yeah, I didn't think they'd choose you. I was like,
I
there's so
know.
many other, but they did, and here we are.
Well,
very
it
lucky.
worked because when they were casting for Alison Rosen as your new best friend,
Mm-hmm.
it worked that I was Alison Rosen. So I had that going
You had
for
the
me.
advantage of having the name, and then
Right.
a lot of people thought that was unfair.
Right. But they didn't write it for me. Question.
Mm-hmm.
Because other, like Alison Rosen, there's other names that could work specifically with, you have to have 5 syllables altogether.
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver.
Rufus Wainwright.
Yeah, that works too. So I need a minimum of 4. But like Daniel Quantz. Well, I still made it. I want to know what name would fit the least. What name would not fit? Give me a name that doesn't fit.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's good. That's the leader in the clubhouse. What else wouldn't fit? It doesn't have to be a real name.
Oh. Zip Bop Nick Noshmanin.
Sorry, what's that name?
Zip Nick Noshmanin.
It was Zip Zock, I thought. Or was it just Zip?
I think it's pronounced both ways.
Is anyone named Zip?
Oh, I bet you there's Zips.
But short for what? Zipney?
No, I feel like Zip would be a nickname
Oh, for like Montgomery.
for like Hugh Zip. It's like short for Hugh Zip.
Hugh Zip?
Mm-hmm. It's a old
Family name?
Scottish name.
Okay. So thither, and now they are TH, small I, TH, that sound, the like upside down E and R.
Thither.
That, well, how do I know it's the sound versus the sound?
Oh, like instead of th or th.
Yeah.
I don't know what the phonetical,
I would think there'd be some kind of like
right.
glyph or glish or whatever they call a
The way that,
a dinghy. Okay. The meaning of thither is to that place.
is there an audio like
I
pronunciation?
gotta find it. Adverb. To or toward that place or point. Oh no, I guess adverb makes sense. No, I'm trying to think what part of speech. This is where the show gets riveting.
Grinds to riveting.
Grinds to a riveting. I'm trying to think what part of speech I thought thither was.
It's not just a noun?
I would have thought it was a noun, yeah. Wait, so, if it's an adverb, that would mean he went there thitheringly. I don't
Yeah, I don't know how it works as an adverb.
No, me neither. Okay. Thither pronunciation. All right. Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
And here we go. Here we go.
Thither,
Do it again.
thither,
Thither.
thither, thither,
Sounds like they're saying dither.
Thither.
thither,
Okay, now you can put it on slow.
thither,
Thither.
Doesn't it feel like she's like, God, you dumb fuck?
Thither.
thither,
I said thither.
thither,
Thither. The. Like the.
Yeah, the.
thither,
Thither.
Oh, boy.
All right. What's going on now?
Just you wait.
thither,
Huh?
thither,
Thither?
Thither.
thither,
No,
Thither.
I'm sorry.
So
This
that guy's
person
wrong.
doesn't know how to. Yeah.
That guy can get fucked.
All right. No, now don't you want to know what hither means?
Hither is just like here. It's like here and there. This isn't hard.
Oh, no. Hither, also an adverb, to or toward this place. I little knew then that such calamity would summon me hither. So hither and thither are synonyms. And then also adjective, situated on this side, on the hither side of the service road.
Wait, so it's not here and there? Hither and thither?
Well, I thought it was
That's what I always thought.
hitherto. Until
Like here
now.
too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Boy, we're going to need to spend the rest of the show talking about that. So anyway, my book, please. And then also, I have put together the definitive evolving list of Alison approved shopping links.
I love it.
We have
I love it.
my Amazon storefront. Within the storefront, there is the Podcast Pals product picks. We've got the list of Podcast Pals product picks, and it's got like 46
The
items,
stuff
if
that
not
people
more.
recommend.
So good.
I love it because these are like genuine things that they like.
And then also we have a curated storefront of like skincare and makeup and gifts and beauty.
You're so basic with this.
They give
shopping
anyone a show these days. And then also I have like a curated list of stores. I mean, have I said curated enough? Because I could just say it more times than that. And it's on Patreon, patreon.com/AlisonRosen. You can follow me on Patreon.
Patreon.
Even if you're not a subscriber, it's this new feature that Patreon has rolled out that I don't really love, but you can still do it. If you're thinking of doing it though, please still do it. So you can be a member of my community and not support me. But if you want to do that, there's a way to support me. Click through these links. Por favor. Thank you. Merci.
You never claim to not be basic, so I don't know why that's an insult. Did you? Have you ever?
Yeah.
staked
Alison Rosen, she's not basic is like what I often say. Have I stated my position on basicness?
I don't know if you have, but I feel like
No, I'm saying, is that what you're asking me?
right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't recall.
Like you're okay, so you're basic. You know who else is basic?
Jennifer Aniston?
Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah.
Only
good one.
the biggest star in the whole fucking world.
People compare she and I.
There's similarities there.
Let's talk about the fact that we went out.
You're both with beefcakes.
Yeah, how's that? Let's check in on your quest to be, what is it? So hunky people want to be
No,
your
just
friend,
so handsome people want to be my friend just
but
because
for looking at you.
because I'm so handsome.
I do think you're getting more and more muscly. You're
cheaper than
Mr. Muscles.
It's cheaper than a sports car.
Oh, this is your midlife crisis?
Yeah, I just felt like, a couple years ago, it was like my bones would hurt when I would wake up in the morning.
Your bones would hurt.
Yeah, like I would have like my body ached. I'm like, I'm not ready to be old. And so I started jogging and felt better. And then, I don't know, over the summer, I'm like, I'm going to lift weights again. And just so that I could feel better.
Meanwhile, I am just a sack of shit.
Well,
I am my body is
you're a beautiful sack of shit.
decaying. Do you want to hear something like gnarly and gross?
Yes.
And shocking that normally I would save for Greg Fitzsimmons, but I guess I just feel close
I
enough
don't know.
to
I
share.
really don't know if I do want to hear it.
I don't know if you do either.
The answer is probably no. I
So
probably
should we
don't.
just move on?
Yeah.
That feels unsatisfactory.
It's, life is full of things that are frustrating and unsatisfactory. If you think about it.
You really that's your producer's instinct to have me move on.
I'm not thinking as a producer. I'm thinking as someone who doesn't want to lose that feeling that my wife is a beautiful, cherished creature who must be put on a pedestal.
Fine.
And you're going to tell me something about pooping.
Yes. But I feel like it's a ladylike thing.
Ladylike pooping?
Yeah.
All right, fine.
No, maybe I shouldn't tell you.
No, the audience is going crazy. Listen to them. Do you hear them? Pounding on their steering wheel.
Do you know what a rectocele is?
Okay, I'm done. I'm out. I'm out.
Well, for anyone who's listening, I don't know that I have that. I just think I might. I know. What are you thinking of? Like some growth out of my butt or something?
You're talking about like not being able to poop?
Well,
Like you have like a...
I am, yeah. But that's not what Oh, no, I don't mean like a seal on my rectum.
Like it's like sealed shut. Like it's...
No, it sounds like that. A rectocele. So you can have a cystocele, or a rectocele. It's like it's a prolapse from oftentimes from
pregnancy.
carrying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think So
Yeah, that's pretty common.
It's either the front or the rear.
Yeah.
That's where liquor and poker are. But I was thinking about this: liquor in the front, poker in the rear. Why couldn't poker also be in front,
You
and
can in
liquor could be
Vegas.
in the back?
Poker in the front and there could be
Poker
liquor,
in the rear. It
and
could
you
be-
can liquor in the rear too.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like
whatever,
it feels
whatever,
very
whatever you like.
It's so heteronormative. No, it's
Yeah.
actually not. It's actually not.
I don't know.
Poker in the rear. Well, doggy style. Anyway, there's a lot going on here. Okay, so but that's not what that means. Yeah, anyway, I feel like conceivably there's a rectocele
Okay,
happening.
all right. We're talking about your storefront.
Right. So sometimes in order to poop, I got to stick a finger in my storefront and push.
There's a reason I don't listen to Childish.
Well, I brought a little bit of that here.
Yeah.
So how was that for you?
Unpleasant.
But it wasn't as bad as you thought it was going to be, was it?
No.
Is that true?
No, it's fine. If I'm being honest.
You want to die?
No, it's just I reached a point long ago, and it just keeps me there. It doesn't get me lower.
Oh, okay.
So
What is that point?
I just see you as a big pile of shit.
No, really.
No, look, you can't be in a relationship for a certain amount of time and not be confronted with the essential humanity of the person you're with. It sucks, but that's how it goes.
Well, I'm sorry it's so hard for you.
It only gets worse as you get older and bodies fall apart.
I mean, look, I'm probably going to have a hysterectomy
Honey,
like
the
this year, and I'll just have them
I've seen you
fix this
I've seen you
situation.
deliver 2 babies. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Thank you.
I'm just playing it up.
I appreciate that. Okay. Anyway, so I have some notes. We have so many calls to get to, but I have some notes here. And I jotted down open letter. I know you have not prepared an open letter, but you were going to potentially write an open letter, but to whom?
To the Christmas lights industry.
Oh, so that ties in with the other thing I wrote down, lights. And then just to reveal everything, the third thing I wrote down is Daniel over tips. Because I jotted that down on my phone, but I don't know what it related to.
Was that based on something I had said, or was it just something you noticed?
No, I don't think it was anything I noticed. If it was just straight up you over tipping, I wouldn't think that's interesting to talk about. There was some story that I thought was amusing that we should talk about on the show.
I wish I remembered.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, was this the Carolers? This is
yeah.
The Carolers. Okay.
Okay. Oh, well, that ties into what I was going to share earlier, which is we went out to dinner as a family at Tam O Shanter, which we love. Unfortunately, we had outdoor seating and it's very cold. But then this week, I went and saw Jackie Johnson's one-woman show, How to Get a Second Husband, and tickets were only available for the later show at 9:30 p.m. And I sat next to Tony and Floney.
Floney is the couple name.
Yeah, I sat next to Floney. But I just look at me going out, living it up. Being a social creature.
You've been doing a lot of things. I've been allowing you to do a lot of things.
Thank you.
Having a lot of fun while I sit and rot.
I know. I'm sorry
I
about
just
that.
rot.
And yet, based on the stories you've already told, my body is the one in a rotting condition, and you're like, you're Arnold Schwarzenegger as your new best friend. So anyway, yes.
So the story, what?
I'm not sure that's why I jotted it down, but the story's funny anyway.
Oh, you think it might be a different thing?
I think it might have been in there longer, but let's hear the story.
Just at Tam O Shanter's, they have carolers who come by to each table, and it's
during
lovely.
the holidays.
It's lovely, and they came by our table, and I noticed a lot of tables don't tip.
You know, I think the first time I went there, I didn't tip. I don't know when I got cued into this, like, we should be tipping thing.
Yeah, and so
they always act very gracious. They don't seem to expect it.
No, I think they don't.
Unlike the whores during the gold rush.
Yeah, and I had I realized I hadn't pulled the money out. You know, if I know I'm gonna be tipping, I'll sometimes try to pull the bills out and put it in my pocket so it's easy. You know, so I'm not like fumbling with my wallet.
Right. It's funny how we all feel embarrassed during that, like digging around for the tip thing. It's supposed to be like
because
seamless.
it creates time where they're waiting.
Yeah.
You know, and they're like, give me money, please.
Yeah.
So while I was like trying to be all like covert while they were singing, and I was looking at my wallet, and on the way the bills were ordered, I had 20s on one side and 5s on the other. I was going to tip them $5. And so when they were done, I felt the side that the 5s were on. I pulled the bill out and I handed it, but it was a 20. And so I'd given it, and she was like, oh, and and I was like, I ain't not giving him a fucking 20. And so I was like, oh, sorry. And I pulled it back, and then I gave her a 5. And like, it was awkward, although I feel like she probably was fine.
My dad was crying about it.
Yeah.
They took it personally.
But it was
still.
it's like...
I didn't know that she had reacted like, oh, when you put the...
It was very quick. So that was a great story, as everyone obviously knows.
I wish I knew what the real story was.
I don't know.
And then what's going on with the lights?
I mean, I think what happened is, you know, with these Christmas lights, they make it so that they're all in a line. So if one light goes out, the whole fucking chain goes out. And that's fine. If you have your lights unstrung on the floor, you could just there's ways you could determine which light it is that went out. The problem is we have a pre-strung Christmas tree where they're all clipped. All the lights are clipped to the branches with these really hard to remove clips. You literally have to get wire cutters to bust them out. And so it gets really hard to figure out which one is out. And then on top of that, multiple lights on the string are out. So even if you find and replace the one that's out, it's not going to make the strand go. It's nearly impossible to, unless you just took all the lights off, replaced them all, and put them back on. Except the problem with that is finding them all. Because again, they're all in the branches and the tree is up. It's just a fucking nightmare. And then the lights I had for the front of the house went out, and those were LEDs, and I don't know what the fuck is going on. And then I couldn't find lights that were the right length, and it's just been the gist of my letter to the fucking Christmas lights industry is, I hope you're having a fucking shitty holiday. Fuck you all. You are basically Hitler.
Oh my gosh.
But it was going to be funnier, and it was going to full of wit, and it was probably going to delight.
Well, now are we not going to hear it? Are we never going to hear it?
Well, I didn't write it. But
no,
if
but
I
mean, are you never going to write it now?
Yeah, I'm not going to write it.
Because I brought it up.
I'm not feeling as in the feeling right now, because what I did is I just bought some new fucking lights for the house. The tree situation, our tree.
Many days have been lost.
Oh my God.
I put up an Instagram post about how I'm a Christmas tree.
I have not ever once successfully found the light that was out, replaced it, and had the string light up. I do not know why I am cursed. I probably accidentally ran into the back of some old, Baba Yaga woman at the fucking grocery store or something, and she cursed me to never have Christmas lights that work. Our fucking tree from the outside is a disaster. Like, in the window, it's supposed to be lit up and look delightful, and everyone's jealous of what a wonderful life we have and feels bad about themselves.
That's what you want, right?
And instead, they look at our window, they see the top part of the tree is lit up, and then a middle part sort of is lit up, and then the bottom is kind of lit up, and they feel better about themselves.
Oh,
and
that's the opposite. That's not the reason for the season. Here, I have a song that you inspired me to play, but I don't.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, a little light spiritual called Nobody Knows the Trouble I've Seen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. If this could be following me around, just generally, you know how Trump now, when he gives speeches, at the end of his speech, there'll be a sound track that starts playing?
I didn't know that.
Oh,
What
yeah.
is it?
It's just inspirational music will start to, underneath what he's saying, dramatic music.
Uh-huh.
I want this playing behind me.
Yes, I like it. Now, I actually wanted to play it. Is there going to be actual singing? Let's see. Or just...
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
I wanted to play
His
it
voice is so amazing.
while you were talking, but then I was worried that it would be like the intro that we heard,
Yeah.
and that would just not, it wouldn't be seamless like I've done it now. where
Maybe
it's
just lay this under any time I tell a story.
Yes. Tony, get on that. Remember when I was listening to Louis Armstrong nonstop?
I love Louis Armstrong.
Yeah. So my dad loved him.
Sometimes I'm up,
Okay, it's a little distracting.
sometimes I'm down.
It's enough Louis Armstrong. for God's sake.
Stick a mute in it.
Jesus Christ.
We
get it.
Yeah, I was listening to him a lot after my dad died, in honor of my dad. And then it's weird how that period has now passed. It's weird how time is going quickly, I feel like.
It's weird time. I
my
was just
deep
thinking how
thought.
the boys are now halfway through the year almost.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. I've been volunteering on Thursdays in Elliot's class, and I'm really enjoying it. I didn't realize how aimless and purposeless and meaningless my life had become. I sound like someone who got clean or found religion, don't I?
Others had.
It's weird. I went this past Thursday, and they've been having this outside art program come in, because everyone in Burbank voted against that bill to have arts in schools. So I don't know who this group is that comes in and does art.
The PTA pays for it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess. And so this woman was there the last 2 times I was there, and this was supposed to be the last time. But she wasn't there because she's sick or something. So they didn't have that project. And I forget exactly what they were doing. But the teacher asked me to hang these drawings that they did, to tape them up on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
That was the other time I cut paper. Like, I couldn't be doing more really basic tasks. And yet it gives me a sense of purpose.
So
I should become a docent.
You know those, there's one on Magnolia where there's this, you can drink wine and do a painting.
Oh, yeah.
And I love how they hang the paintings people have done. They're so fucking terrible because everyone who does it is terrible. But obviously it's a lot of, there's something about, I think adults should be encouraged
To do stuff with their hands.
to basically do kindergarten.
Yeah.
Like the way kids just do crafts and they'll be cutting out a turkey that's in the shape of their hand and gluing cotton balls to it or whatever the fuck. It's like I think adults don't do enough of that, and it's so therapeutic.
It really is. And then also I dropped a thing of sequins, and then also so this kid had done this artwork and there was a candy cane glued to it, and I dropped that, and then it, like, the end broke off, and I was like, I am a monster.
You're very clumsy.
But I don't hold things firmly. Why is that? Like, it's like I want to just glide through life without touching anything except people's souls.
You have a light touch.
I guess I do, but I don't understand. I felt so bad too because I fucking broke this kid's artwork.
Oh.
However, he didn't notice, and thank God, it was just the tip of the candy cane.
Yep.
So I don't think he would notice. But I was like, with these loose hands, I could have totally destroyed this person's art. Like, this is why I felt like when I wrote about this in my Substack newsletter. Go to alisonslinks.com and subscribe to my newsletter. When I was doing the paper cutter, so this is like one of those things, they're called like paper guillotines.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Does anyone say guillotine? I guess it's always guillotine.
Yeah,
Guillotine sounds Frenchy, like when I say croissant. I know everyone hates when I say it that way. I think I'm going to stop. But guillotine sounds like tortilla.
Yeah.
Would you like me to get to the point?
Yeah.
I won't. I can see that you want me to, and I won't.
Tequila. That's how
Tequila.
Lisa Barlow would say it.
No, it's guillotine. Anyway, it's with the big slicing arm, which I've never in my life been allowed to use because the last time I was around it, I was a child.
Oh.
So now they not only let me, they wanted me to use it to cut things for the classroom. And the whole time I was there, I was
love
just
those
like,
things.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You monster. I'll say it again. The whole time I was just like, don't test it on your finger. Don't see how easy it would be to chop on your finger. Don't touch the blade. Don't touch the blade.
Thoughts.
Don't touch the blade. And then, and I was really afraid that I was going to.
So
this is why I shouldn't be let loose in this environment.
There was a what network did not rehab
Celebrity
no
Rehab? Okay.
No intervention, was it Life?
A&E, I think. I don't know.
They had another show where it was about people with like phobias and stuff like, I forget what that was. And one thing I learned there was a person who had these compulsive thoughts where they were going to do violent things, and it was it was scary to them because they were like thinking about stabbing people or whatever. And the therapist said you're having those thoughts so that you won't do it. Like, you have the thought, but you're not actually compelled to do it.
Right.
It's like, it scares you because you have the thought and it seems vivid in your mind. Oh, I'm going to jump off this bridge. But you're scared of it because you resist it. The thing to fear would be as if it was like enticing.
Right. I also read a long time ago that those kind of thoughts can pop into your head if you haven't had enough sleep, because it was very early in the morning and I was sewing something. Two things that I don't normally do: get up early in the morning and sew. But I was like, what if I just jabbed these needles in my fingers?
Right. And did you?
No.
Right.
No, I've never the only things I've ever done where I'm like, I can't believe I lost control of my body like that, are drop this kid's artwork and drop the sequins. And I drop stuff a lot. I am clumsy.
Right.
But no, I've never been like, I hope I don't say this completely, disruptive thing while I'm sitting in the audience at a musical and then have that happen. It never happens.
Right.
But it doesn't happen because I'm telling myself not to over and over and over and over.
Yeah,
and over.
you feel a resistance. There's a feeling that goes against it.
But I wonder if I wasn't constantly reminding myself not to put my finger on the blade, if I would actually do it. I don't think I would. Isn't it funny? I'm like, I can't be certain I would.
Have you ever like had a thought about doing something that would hurt or whatever and then done it? Like, have you ever acted on that impulse?
Only like, and I've shared before, that thing of like thinking of just something like, what would happen if you cut your finger off? And then like, now I have to Google it. Just that kind of stuff. But
Yeah,
not
that's
actually,
different than-
no, I don't think I have.
Right. So you're fine. You're normal.
Don't you call me that. I'm basic. Should we listen to a voicemail?
Sure.
Let's do that.
Hi, Alison and Daniel. This is Missy. I am calling from northern Colorado in the middle of a snow globe storm. And I just wanted to tell you that my holiday was terrible and the food was something that could have come from a nursing home cafeteria. But on the bright side, I ordered Daniel's pillow and I'm very excited for it to arrive on Monday.
Ooh.
Again, this is Missy from northern Colorado. Take care. Bye.
Oh, I think she almost said what city she's in. And it might be where my brother lives.
Yeah, it's beautiful there.
If she is in northern Colorado. Yeah, go ahead. Thank you for calling, Missy. I love the name sandwich.
It's such a weird thing to like recommend something because I'm like, I hope. I mean,
Other
I
people have
genuinely
the
love
same
it
kind of
and I think
body.
it's great, but it's like, what if she hates it? But
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, now we have an update from Missy.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Daniel and Allison. This is Missy from Colorado following up with you. First off, Allison, I'm very sorry to hear about your mom's dog.
Okay, let me say, my mom's dog Toby is still with us. When we last recorded, it seemed like he might be winding down his life. And
Buying a ticket on the Rainbow Bridge.
Sure. He was not doing well, so we thought he might expire while we were recording. And now, fast forward to a couple weeks later, and again,
Has it been a couple weeks already?
I think so.
Yeah, I guess so.
And yet again today. Now, here's the thing: it's not like every day. He's been okay, but then today my mom said, "I think it might be today." So. But then she just texted me and said he's eating. He's 16.
He's very old.
Yeah. It's interesting. I don't know how much she's thinking of euthanizing versus kind of just letting him die naturally. And because I think if she thought he was suffering, then she would.
That's a hard call if there's not
really
an
is.
immediate need to do it because it's such a mind F.
But I do think that he
euthanize your dog.
I think that right now she is feeling like what she's noticing in him, like he's clearly taken a downturn. Like he could die anytime. I don't know.
They don't have
It's really,
hospice for dogs, do they?
No, not really. It's interesting the way that we euthanize pets, which is seen as it's a gift we give them. The gift of, euthanasia means good death in Chinese. And yet we don't do that with people, although there's a movement to do that with people too.
Euthanize them?
Yeah. Well, I mean, to allow them to decide.
Oh, yeah.
I guess that's really not the same.
That's different. But I do believe people should be able to.
To choose, yeah. I don't know. Daniel and I we've talked about it before, and I won't go into it too much because what a bummer. Daniel and I had a horrendous experience with Oliver.
I mean, this is
But I think that there is I think that putting your pet to sleep can be a peaceful, like positive,
this
really
is
sad, but positive thing.
to anyone who's like, what? Why are they talking about it? It's the Christmas. It's almost Christmas. I mean, of course we're going
Anyway.
to talk about euthanizing pets.
Well, Toby's still here for now.
It going along with your first holiday without your dad and his birthday and everything. That's a lot, and I'm really
We euthanized my dad.
It was traumatic.
Yeah, but we gave him a steak the night before and ice cream.
You held him in your lap.
We took him to see all his favorite places. Yes, we did.
You let him pee outside for the last time.
Someone came to the house.
Yeah.
And no, we did not.
sorry. So my holiday was terrible just because my older brother is just
We wanted a little more detail. So this is the detail. And there's a pillow update. Don't you worry.
a right-wing nut job, and he spews the ugliest words, and it's just hard to be around. I always live there feeling really creepy. And the food was terrible just because I think that the only spice or seasoning that my family is acquainted with is salt. So everything just tastes bland. Enough complaining. Daniel, the pillow is a revelation.
Ah!
I absolutely love it. I've spent my entire adult life in search of my pillow personality, and I finally found it. Thank you.
Oh, I love it.
Also, Alison, I have your book on my wish list for Christmas, so here's hoping that Santa comes through. I hope you guys are having a good day. Thanks. Bye.
Bye, Missy.
Thanks,
It's
Missy.
occurring to me that we must have played her first message already.
You may have. I'm so relieved to hear.
I know you were
I
taking
was
it
like,
on.
legit. We should call the company and see
Get
if we
a
can
code.
see if they can't give us a little sponsor money for God's
Yeah,
sake.
or even a code for them.
Well,
It's
yeah,
not about us, it's
discount.
about them.
Discount. Oh, I was thinking about me. I do think about me a lot.
Yeah,
Um,
someone has to.
well, it was on sale for Black Friday.
How much is this pillow?
I think. It depends on the size. The king size, I think, is like maybe around 100, but it was on sale for like.
It's so
$80.
heavy. What is the fill?
The fill is. It's like
Bricks,
it's
steel wool.
it's like a cotton. It's something.
Wood.
It's like their own thing. It's something between. You know how?
Would you agree that it's like a
God's sake, let me
shockingly?
answer the question.
Would you agree that it's a shock? This is my Tony. Play the drop.
Well, this is Alison's show.
Oh, thanks. Would you agree that it's a shockingly heavy pillow?
It's
Like
heavy.
if you had a pillow fight. Tony, play it again.
Well, this is Alison's show.
Oh, thanks. If you had a pillow fight with that pillow, you would kill someone. Your turn.
Well, a down pillow would be heavy, right?
No.
Yeah, like a goose down pillow. Those things are heavy. Like if they're full.
If they're full of if it's got an entire goose in it, yeah. But I just think if it's just
Don't they
down,
always? That's why they always smell, because they start to rot.
if you lay on the beak, it's quite uncomfortable. No, they're not heavy. They're light.
Oh, I think of down pillows as being fairly dense.
Which is heavier, 2 pounds
Okay, all
of
right.
down or
So
2
that's
pounds of
funny.
cotton?
So anyway, the filling of this pillow is not like my pillow is that memory foam.
Oh, the actual
the,
my pillow.
The
Yeah.
mine pillow, as they say.
Do they say that?
Mine pillow. 'Cause
Yeah,
he's like,
MEIN. I get it.
It's like cut up Tempur-Pedic, memory foam.
Right.
Which to me, this is like too fucking hot for my head, and is very firm actually. And then a cotton pillow it deflates after a while, becomes a flat fucking lump. What they have is the idea of the my pillow where it's chopped up, but it's like almost like a downy kind of like cotton. It's something between. And the brilliant thing about the pillow is that they provide, they send it to you and you get a packet of more filling. And the idea is that it allows you to determine, like you can take stuffing out if it's too firm, or you can add stuffing if you want it to be more firm. So you can basically dial the pillow in to whatever your preference is.
It's so smart.
And you have that extra for me, I have all this extra so that if it does deflate in time, I can always just add more later. It's fucking, why haven't people thought? It's like with the goddamn Christmas lights. You know that people, there's a technology that would allow people to know which light went out. Like, there's some way, if I knew more about electrical shit, that like a little fucking color or a thing goes off and oh, this is the one that's out. Boom. They don't do that because people get fed up and they just buy more fucking lights. They don't make they could make a string of lights that's gonna last you forever, but then you're not gonna buy a new one every year. And it's the same thing with pillows. This pillow is gonna last a while.
So listen, guys, it's on Daniel's Favorite Things 2023. And the way I've posted it in a number of places, but if you go to my link tree and you can get to that, just go to Alison's Links, ALISONSLINKS.com. The weird thing is that it seems to take me a couple times of typing it in to pull it up. I don't know if it's because it's a fresh website. I don't know what it is. But anyway, the third thing down is Daniel's Favorite Things 2023. So just click that.
Click it.
Go get your pillow.
This is another call.
Let's do it.
Hi, Alison, Daniel. This is Nick from San Jose. I'm doing fine. I'm a supervisor at work, and two of the other supervisors are treating it like this is Game of Thrones or something.
Did we already listen to this one also?
I don't know.
Does it sound familiar?
I don't know.
Well, out of respect,
you should
to
probably
Nick,
keep track.
I can't be expected. Out of respect to Nick from San Jose, we're gonna listen to the rest of this one, but that's not respectful to the audience that might have already heard it.
It's just really getting on my nerves. We work in a warehouse, and no one cares if you're the top supervisor, Ida. You're still going home to your 59-year-old husband's wrinkled old balls. My favorite holiday dessert isn't really a dessert, but man, I love toffee. I wish Americans liked it more so I could get outside of a Heath bar or an almond roca. Well, I really like almond roca too, come to think of it. I haven't had that in a while, and holidays are coming up. Anyway, this is Nick from San Jose, and I'm going to go read a book about tropical attire being required or something like that before going to bed. So, happy holidays. Bye.
Oh, my God.
Does he expect us to buy almond roca for him?
I don't know, but
listen to the way he said that.
Attire being required or something.
Oops, let me go back a little further. I feel like he's dropping a hint that he wants us to buy it for him. How presumptuous.
Anyway, this is Nick from San Jose, and I'm going to go read a book.
Well, God damn it.
Americans liked it more so I could get outside of a Heath bar or an almond roca. Well, I really like almond roca too, come to think of it. I haven't had that in a while, and holidays are coming up.
See?
Anyway, this is Nick.
It was worth it. Now, listen.
Almond roca is delicious.
I don't know if they still do, but Trader Joe's used to sell an English toffee cake that was fucking amazing. It was so good. So if they still have that, I would say get it.
Snapchat.
But you know how it is with Pirate Jones.
That's what Elliot called Trader Joe's.
Shit comes and goes, you know? You don't get attached to anything there.
No. That is a meditation on impermanence. Tell them about the puzzle situation.
Oh, my dad sent the boys this advent calendar with these little puzzles every day, and the puzzle pieces are very
like jigsaw
little.
puzzles.
Yeah, jigsaw
Tiny.
puzzles. And so they were spread out all over the coffee table, all mixed up. So each day, you want to keep each day separate, but they don't.
Who's they? The boys.
And so I was like determined to just like figure out, like put them together so I could figure out which was which, and so I was like putting them together. Owen would come along.
But let's talk about the level of obsession. You sat there for like 2 hours doing it, and you couldn't get up.
I started to do it like, oh, this will be fun. And then about 15 minutes into it, it became like an obsession. And then I couldn't stop. And then after an hour, I'm like, help me. Okay.
All right. So you're stuck in Puzzlevania.
Anyway, I lost.
Owen came over.
Oh, so I'm like, I have two done, and I'm working on the third one, and Owen saddles up to the first one and just starts disassembling it, and then disassembling the second one, and it was like all this work, and it's just like now a mess. And whatever thoughts I had of having this nice order and these finished puzzles that was just gone. And I told Alison that it's like those Buddhists, the monks who do the sand art. It's a meditation on impermanence. It gets undone as I do it. And, I would like to think that I have that in mind, except instead I was distraught.
It was so cute though, because you were sitting there and you had on a black long sleeve shirt and you were like hunched over the table. And then Owen came over and he had on a black long sleeve shirt. It was his pajamas. And then
realize.
you guys already look alike. And so it was like two little Daniels.
Well,
the Daniel of creation and the Daniel of destruction.
You know what it's like? It's like Old Man New Year and Baby New Year.
Yes, exactly. Okay, I'd like to apologize for anyone who already heard some of those. These are the fresh ones.
Hey, this is Vince from Burbank calling in to let you know that things are going all right, Allison and Daniel. I'm assuming you're there too. I'm pretty ahead of the curve and ready for the holidays and Christmas. I love going to the holiday parties and doing all the social stuff. That's been fun. And best and worst ice cream flavor. The worst easily is anything from Salt and Straw, because they try and put like real ingredients like lavender in ice cream and try and make it like healthy and organic, and that stuff is always terrible to me. Pistachio ice cream, also terrible. Best ice cream I go back to again and again is just cookie dough ice cream. There's something about it that just tickles my tummy just right. I appreciate everything you guys do. Thank you for still making episodes and keeping up with us. And happy holidays to you and the little kids too. This is once again Vince, your neighbor in Burbank, Allison. Happy holidays.
Hi, neighbor. Thanks, Vince. What does that mean, still making episodes? Like, despite the fact that no one wants this anymore?
I think there's people who've stopped making their podcasts, Like some people, they just hang up the cans.
I have been doing it forever.
It's been a while. I have to agree on Salt and Straw. I want to love Salt and Straw because I love the idea of Salt and Straw.
The idea being, what if we put blue cheese in ice cream?
Just, artisanal ice creams. I'm into it, and they're doing new stuff. Did something just happen technically?
I thought I heard like a little pop. Did you hear that too?
Yeah. But I gotta say, like, goat cheese. I don't want goat cheese in my ice cream.
Greek salad is not a good ice cream flavor.
Yeah. There are better places. I'm sorry, Salt and Straw.
They are listening.
I like Jenny's is my current number one, but there's some other places I haven't tried, and there's a really good place over on Burbank Boulevard, Sliders, that I like too. Cookie dough, yeah, great. There was another thing he said that I wanted to. I don't know.
Being social, holiday parties.
We don't have a lot of holiday parties in our lives anymore. There was a time in my life where it was like, this is the season.
There's one on Christmas, like a Christmas evening party that I wish we'd go to, but we're probably going to be down in Orange County, alas. We bought some cookie dough ice cream recently, and it is quite good. But
not as good as other cookie dough ice creams.
As if it wasn't an off-brand from Aldi because we're trying to save grocery money.
Right. I mean, you can't beat, as far as cookie dough ice cream goes, that particular, you can't beat Ben & Jerry's. Ben & Jerry's cookie dough ice cream is like the best version of
flavor would you say the ice cream is in the cookie dough ice cream?
Oh.
Because I have thoughts.
I mean, my first instinct is to say it's vanilla, but I bet it's maybe a brown sugar forward vanilla.
It's actually just cookie dough flavor. I don't know in Ben & Jerry's, but in the one we bought, it's cookie dough flavor, similar to my whole butter pecan issue, which is what kicked off this whole thing. But cookie dough
flavor, I think, is
vanilla with brown sugar?
Yeah, I think. It's the brown sugar that you would taste.
Well, I don't know.
That mapley flavor.
I have a note for the ice cream purveyors of this world. More, it's because I'm a basic bitch. More vanilla, less. Make the ice cream vanilla, and then put your dingleberries in it, depending on how you like to make ice cream. Like vanilla with cookie dough chunks and chocolate, fine. I don't need the ice cream itself to be cookie dough flavored. Caramel, candied nuts in your vanilla, then you got a praline pecan. If you're going to make the ice cream itself butter pecan flavor, then you have butter pecan, and now we have a problem.
You want to know where I'm at?
I would love to know.
I'm at the point in my life where I think I really love peanut butter ice cream.
Where do you even get that?
I believe Jenny's has a version of it that's really good. Oh my God. And then there's this espresso ice cream that they have at Dantana's that I've never been able to find again. And it is so fucking good.
How's it different than coffee?
It's got like coffee grounds mix. It's like a charcoal.
You're not selling it.
It's almost a charcoal colored ice cream.
No.
So fucking good.
With
though.
ice cream, with coffee grounds in it.
Yeah, it's so fine though. It's like very finely ground.
So fine.
It's so fine.
Hi, Alison. This is Raquel. I'm calling. Oh, Daniel. Hi. Sorry.
It's all right.
Burn.
It's
I'm
all right.
calling to tell you the best ice cream flavor is the Safeway Select brand Moose Tracks.
Yes.
Original Moose Tracks with brownie bites. I'm just telling you, that's the best one. Okay, thanks. Again, this is Raquel. Thanks. Bye.
Thanks, Raquel.
I
What
don't know
makes
about
it?
brownie bites. I'll have to try that. But
What makes something Moose Tracks?
it's got the little like chocolate nuggets and the, and
that
the
look like
ribbon
little
of
like
chocolate,
moose poop.
and then the ribbon. There, I haven't had that one. Their mint flavor Moose Tracks. I was addicted to that for a little bit.
Who invented Moose Tracks in ice cream? Because I feel like
I don't know.
so there's like lots of different Moose Tracks. Just refers to those little chocolate balls in there.
I guess the only version of Moose Tracks I've ever had is that like a Safeway version of it.
Maybe Safeway invented it.
Maybe.
Hi, Allison. This is Vanessa in Tucson.
What's
Things
up?
are going pretty great over here. Wednesday was my grandmother's 102nd birthday. She died in 96, but I spent an hour on the phone with someone who she worked with shortly before she died, and it was just so heartwarming and great connecting with someone. I was 15 when she died, and I really wish I could have connected with her on an adult level, and I'm kind of able to do that through her friend now, and it was an amazing thing to do, especially on her birthday. Also, my favorite ice cream is probably coffee, and I don't know what my least favorite would be. Strawberry? I'm weird. Thanks again. This is Vanessa in Tucson. Bye.
That was a bit of a roller coaster ride because you were thinking her grandmother.
I
Like they
thought
had a
she was
birthday party for her
120.
102nd. Did you say 120?
I almost did, but yes, that's sweet. That's a sweet story, though.
Yeah, it's sweet and it's sad, and I'm so glad you're able to connect with her friend. I have connected with my aunt, who my dad was on and off again close with. Connected is we've emailed, but I feel like it's the beginning. Yeah, it's because like I got all these questions, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's weird. You find these little tiny windows that open up after someone dies, where it's like, and it like feels like you can still connect with them in a way. Like,
Right.
oh, it's this like these tiny little like finality, but like a tiny little thing. Oh, maybe that pop we heard was a tiny little window.
Every
opening.
person, to use a metaphor I heard from someone somewhere, is like a gem with all the different facets, right? Cut. And we get to experience one, maybe two of those facets. That is to see them from a point of view that you're seeing. You experience your father from the point of view of the daughter, and not even a daughter. Specifically, your experience of him is different than your sister's.
Right.
And then you grow older. Maybe you see him now a little bit differently, but it's such like a small part of who that person is. And so when you lose somebody and then you meet someone who knew them in a different way, maybe at a different time of their life, or they had a different relationship because he was different with that person, then you get a fuller picture of who they were. It fills it in for you.
Right.
It's very valuable to talk to those people.
I also want to say I totally get that, like wishing you could connect with the person as an adult. Even just obviously I connected with my dad as an adult, but even just since October 7th, I would like to talk to him about, what's going on in the
I
world.
would be so interested to hear his perspective.
But motherfucker just up and died, so I guess it's not gonna happen. Thank you, Vanessa.
Wasn't very considerate of him.
It was a little bit selfish.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hi, Alison and Daniel. It's Jessica. I'm calling you from Fort Worth, Texas. I just saw your Instagram prompt and thought I'd call in. I'm a long-time listener. But the question was best ice cream flavor, and I'm an old lady and like butter pecan. Actually, anything with like pecans in it is perfect. Worst, chocolate.
Yep.
I guess I'm not a chocolate person.
Neither am I.
But yeah, I just wanted to call and give my 2 cents. I hope y'all are great. Love you guys. Again, Jessica from Fort Worth, Texas. Bye.
Jessica, have you tried praline pecan?
Chocolate ice cream used to be my favorite when I was a kid. And now as an adult, it's not chocolatey enough.
Mm.
It's kind of like now you can get a good chocolate ice cream at somewhere where they're more of an artisanal ice cream place.
Jenny's maybe.
Yeah,
and you fucking love her.
But like that's because they really make it chocolatey and they really. But somewhere, store-bought chocolate ice cream generally, it's just not enough.
You know what?
Chocolate.
Is it not as sweet as vanilla?
I don't know, but I'd rather have a vanilla because it tastes like vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
The chocolate ice cream is neither hither nor thither.
Or yawn. Oh, we didn't look
Especially
up yawn.
not yawn.
It's the least of the yawns.
Hi, Alison and Daniel. This is Ashley from Massachusetts, South Shore of Massachusetts, south of Boston, north of the Cape. First of all, I just want to say that, Alison, I DM'd you about my dad passing away as well. It's been 3 years for me, but listening to that Ben Glebe episode and just listening to the Sarah Colonna episode you just had, it's so helpful to hear other people talk about it and know that we're all going through it. And grief is just tough. It's just tough. And I don't know. I mean, I'm still 3 years later, still going through it and having my moments. And I don't know if that will ever go away, but that's okay. And everybody's allowed to grieve however they want to grieve. And so ice cream flavors, my favorite ice cream flavor is probably coffee. Mm-hmm. And my least favorite flavor is probably mint chocolate chip. I know that's probably very controversial, but I don't like mint and chocolate together. That would be an oh, please for me. And really for the coffee ice cream, I love a coffee frap, which I think is only a Massachusetts thing. It might be just called a milkshake everywhere else, but for some reason in Massachusetts we call it a frap. I don't know, but they're really good. I hope you guys all have a great holiday, and yeah, that's it. Have a great day. Again, this is Ashley from Massachusetts. Bye.
Well, thank you for calling in, Ashley. Now, coffee frap, like coffee frappuccino? No, like coffee frappe, I bet.
I get the sense it's something different from what you get at Starbucks.
Probably. Yeah. Coffee frap. I'm going to look that up. Did you know that in Rhode Island they have a thing called coffee milk? Which I think is just like milk flavored, like sweet milk flavored with coffee.
To me, that's what you get when you get like an iced coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. It's like there's so much milk and so much sweetener in there that it's basically it's barely coffee at that point. I'm
not finding coffee frap at a cursory glance. I'm finding a lot of coffee frappuccino though. Interesting. Also, is there any actual coffee in a Starbucks frappuccino? Just a little bit, it seems like.
Yeah. I would say this about grief. It's something that is very complex, and you shouldn't have expectations on how you grieve and all that. But really 5 months is the limit, and then get the fuck over it.
Oh, see, because Todd Perry said 6 months.
5 months.
So I think I have, let's see, it happened in July 12th, on July 12th. So we are now like 5 months out.
Yeah, I feel like.
I got one more to wrap it up.
Well, I mean, you can continue to grieve. Just don't expect any like sympathy.
Right. At what point will you be like, oh, get over it?
I mean, outwardly.
Hey, Alison and Daniel. This is Reagan from, originally from Arizona. Our family's living in Spain right now. But I saw your call for request, so hopefully I'm not too late because the time zone difference. But wanted to share one of my favorite ice creams. It is Half Baked by Ben & Jerry's. It's not, I mean, technically, it's almost not even ice cream because most of it's brownies and cookie dough. But that's my favorite. My least favorite probably is I know you guys talked about this on one of your shows. It's the bubblegum flavor.
Oh.
Yeah. And I think it was at Baskin Robbins. One time I got that as a kid, and it's really gross. I actually think it's it's always like on the top 10 list of worst ice creams. Anyways, oh my gosh, I've never called in, so I don't know why I'm so nervous. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season. I hope you get to spend time with your families, and hope your boys have a great holiday season, and wishing you guys all the best. I love your show, and have a great Happy New Year. All right. This is Reagan from, Spain. Take care.
Thank you, Reagan, for calling in. Yeah, bubble cream ice cream. Bubble gum ice. Did I say bubble cream?
Do they still
bubble
sell
cream
bubble
ice gum? I bet they do.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
But who's buying it?
Children. I feel like I saw it at Baskin Robbins.
Really?
I think it was one of the 31 flavors.
By the way.
How many?
I think they had 32 flavors.
Right. Because they don't consider bubblegum a real flavor.
Maybe. Reagan, why are you in Spain? I have questions. Why are you in Spain? Are you there permanently? Are you going to be a citizen?
Well, it turns out she called back. But she didn't. I wish she didn't have the foresight to realize you're going to want to know. But yeah, we're going to need you to call back again. But look.
Hey, Alison and Daniel, this is Reagan again from Spain. My nervousness the first time, and you don't have to share this, but I just wanted to let you know I ordered a Wendy mug and Alison Rosen is your new best friend hat, and they just came in the mail. So I was very, very excited to get something from the U.S. So have a Merry Christmas and a happy holiday season to you both. All right, and I can't wait for the new year. All right, bye.
I love that. Reagan knows what's up. She knows how to make her life exciting via mugs and hats. We've also got t-shirts, we've got hoodies, we've got all of it. I'm going to give you a couple options for where to go. AlisonRosen.com, click on the thing that says merch, or go to AlisonsLinks.com, and there's also a place to get merch there. There's so much merch. And I just put up Touch the Tushy ringtone song.
Oh, yeah.
And then also Hey, Go Fuck Yourself ringtone.
Look at you.
Yeah, they're on. And they're also, you can buy them on Patreon too. And I'll be uploading more.
There's a QVC up in this.
Is that a bad thing?
Reagan, can you get us citizenship in Spain?
Is that where we want to go?
Portugal. Where are we going?
I don't know. We don't know.
Hey, let us know. Where should we move?
Where should we move if it becomes necessary to move somewhere?
Yeah.
Where should we go? You can let us know by calling in 323-553-2331. This is the last. I can't believe we blasted through those.
I love it.
And I'm recording with you next week, most likely. I'm going to have another call for questions. Question for calls.
It's not too late.
Yeah. Call for, I'm just going to want to hear from you.
Hi, guys. It's Ray in Glendale. Regarding the question, all ice cream brands and flavors are inferior to Haagen-Dazs coffee.
I think that's right.
I'm not sure what the worst ice cream is, but I've heard of lobster ice cream, which doesn't sound very good to me. But that's not why I called. My new favorite product, and I'm not sure how new they are.
I love it. We got a podcast pal
Before
product
he gets
pick.
into it, Haagen-Dazs coffee, solid.
Yeah.
Like that is a very good ice cream.
Haagen-Dazs all around. Why is Haagen-Dazs so much better?
It's denser. I think they probably use real cream. It's this like the ingredients are just better.
But my favorite snack is Wisps.
Wisps. We've had.
Yeah.
Wait, are those little like cheese circles?
Aren't they like cracker kind of like things?
No, I think that they're. Yeah, it's like baked
those are
cheese
the
in a
cheese.
circle.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
so.
To call them cheese crackers
Right.
would be an insult to them, which is something I'd never do. They are concentrated little bites of awesome. They're great as salad toppers. You can put them in hot soup, and they actually melt like cheese would, not just puff up like a goldfish cracker in a cup of coffee. They come in different flavors. Parmesan is my jam, but cheddar is great too. In fact, you should stop recording now and go get some. They're in most grocery stores. I love these things. Anyway, love you guys. Merry Christmas. Ray in Glendale, out.
Thanks, Ray.
Yeah, thanks. I love those too. Those are good.
Google transcription thought when he said Ray in Glendale out, it just transcribed it to Ryan Glendale out. That's his new name. That's his alter ego name, Ryan Glendale. Thank you for calling in. We've had Wisps, and they are good.
They're very addicting.
I haven't had the Parmesan in a while, but I think we bought like some. Is there like a jalapeno cheddar? Because I have a memory of like spicy Wisp in my mouth.
I think it was
and,
like
not wanting it.
a spicy Jack, maybe.
Yeah. In general, pepper jack for me is an oh please.
I like pepper jack.
Really? When do you want that?
From time to time.
But like, give me an example of, because I feel like I have thought to myself, I can handle pepper jack.
Yeah.
And then I can't.
It doesn't come up often. I don't prefer it on my sandwiches, but there's occasionally like a burger or something where they'll put a chicken sandwich and they'll put it on there. And
do you ever want, like, are you ever like, I have my choice of cheese and I'm going pepper jack?
If it's like the kind of thing where it should be a little spicy, like if it's a chicken panini that's gotta have some pepper jack on it, maybe I'll have it.
If it's a what?
Chicken panini.
Who are you?
I'm selling chicken panini over here.
Okay.
I don't know.
No, chicken panini doesn't need a pepper jack cheese. By the way,
I don't know. Like I feel like a chicken sandwich will occasionally have a pepper jack on it. What fucking sue me?
I bought.
I'm not running a
did
cafe.
Did you see that I bought horseradish Havarti?
No, horseradish Havarti.
I like Havarti cheese.
But horseradish?
I thought if it has a hint of horseradish flavor, then it's fine. If it's like as spicy as I worry it might be, then
As spicy? If it's as spicy.
No, if it's as spicy.
Oh.
Do you remember when Elliot was talking about how his cheeseburger was too spicy? You're too spicy, cheeseburger. You're too. He had it earlier that day with our then nanny.
Yeah.
And he was telling us the story about how he got a cheeseburger. It was spicy, too spicy. I think I uploaded it actually to Patreon, I think, because it was I had a little video of it. It was very cute. Patreon.com/Alison Rose. And also, I should tell you, I just unveiled a new format for my Patreon bonus episodes for the Friend Zone. I called it The Story Behind the Story. And I went through the last 9 episodes and shared just the sort of stuff that you're not around to see. So like how the show got booked, what I thought of the person, how I felt afterwards, any sort of like gossipy things or like what we talked about when the mic was off. Obviously I'm not, what's the word? Betraying confidences, but there's a little juiciness in there, I would say, for sure. And I also shared sort of just a state of the podcast and state of my identity and all sorts of stuff. It was a good episode.
State of your identity? Are you having identity questions, honey?
Identity crises.
Interesting. Well, I'd rather you just keep it to yourself.
Well, that's why I'm putting it behind a paywall on Patreon.
All right. I don't want to hear about it.
Teresa, who is a new patron, told me that she cried. Well, she told me on Threads. She cried listening to it.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, I don't know which
that
part.
Makes Allison's day. If she can make people cry.
That's her dream.
That's her dream.
Listen. This has been too much fun. It's a criminal amount of fun.
I hope everybody is having a good Christmas season. I hope to get. I'm building a fire.
You stop.
So you stop it.
Okay.
I'm building a fireplace for the family. I built one last year. Alison co-opted it for her studio, so now I've got to build another one. And I am hopeful that when I'm done, we can finally get the house looking more Christmas, satisfactorily Christmassy.
And then are we going to have them all over?
The listeners?
I don't know. I'm just wondering where you're going with this.
No, and then I'll finally be in the fucking spirit.
Oh, okay.
But I hope y'alls are not having the same problem I am having. I hope you're all in the Christmas spirit, even if you don't celebrate Christmas. I hope it's forced upon you, because this is a Christian nation. You know I'm right.
I'm sure.
And I don't know. This is the best time of year, and I hope everybody is. If you're
is simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
I kind of do. I kind of hope everyone's simply having. I don't know. I don't ask for much. It's simply a wonderful Christmas time. That's all. And
the mood. What goes next? The party's here.
The mood is bright.
Yeah.
It's one of my least favorite Christmas songs.
Oh, yeah, no, it's atrocious.
But yeah, that's all. And if you're out there and you're alone this Christmas, just know that we're there with you, being obnoxious on Threads. But imagine we're sitting next to you on the couch being obnoxious on Threads, having a little eggnog. Oh, public service announcement. You basically have a week and a half to drink eggnog, because that shit they get rid of eggnog so fast, and I don't know which day they all coordinate to get rid of it, but it's not a day that makes any sense. You'd think it would be the day after New Year's, right? Or New Year's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, holiday season's over now. No, it's like sometime in the week before that. It's like they made a certain amount and they just let it sell down.
I think that is what they do.
It's fucked.
There's no way they're continuing to make it.
It is fucked. Okay? Honestly, all these fucking Christmas industry motherfuckers, whether it's the Christmas lights, Satanists, or the eggnog industry, y'all need to step it up and make our lives easier and better.
I think you should tell them, Daniel.
Yeah.
We have honed in on what might be the best. I don't know why my arm is up in the air.
The best eggnog?
It's like my arm is leaving the room. Yeah.
Should we unveil the best eggnog?
Or should we wait? Because maybe we should do
we should unveil it on next week's episode. The best eggnog. Oh, but that doesn't give them time to enjoy it.
Okay.
We should just do it now.
It's not that scientific. There's eggnogs we haven't tried. But so far, we have a favorite of the ones we've tried.
I will say the one I haven't tried that I think might be a contender is the Bougere.
Yeah.
Which might be local. I think that's a local. Yeah, it's got Huelhauser, which puts it right in the, it's like leading. What do they say that? It's leading in the clubhouse.
The leader in the clubhouse. I said that earlier in the show, actually, but not about the eggnog.
I mean, I don't know. It could be the worst tasting eggnog, but it's got Huelhauser on it, who I love.
It looks expensive. It looks like
it's in a glass bottle.
Like a bespoke eggnog experience.
Glass bottle. You can't beat that. But that's regional. Mm. Of the national eggnog brands, drum roll. Do you want to say it?
Lactate.
It's the best, though. It's the best. Like, I'm sorry if you
Lactate eggnog. It's like Tums eggnog.
I know.
But it really is.
It's so good,
really
though.
better. It doesn't have that artificial eggnog flavor that some of the other ones do.
It's not overpowering. It's not artificial. It tastes like just a good eggnog. It's thick enough.
It has a fresh natural flavor.
Yeah, but it doesn't, like some eggnogs you get it and it's like
syrupy.
It's too it lacks viscosity.
It lacks viscosity?
Some eggnogs are too watery, like they're too thin.
Oh, sure.
You want it to be thick, but not too thick.
Yeah, you got to be careful that it's not gummy.
It's really good.
No, there's no such thing as gummy eggnog, but I feel like you know what I'm saying.
You don't want a gummy eggnog.
I don't want a chewy eggnog.
So yeah, Lactaid, get it while you can, because big eggnog, or big milk, they fuck you.
Where they put the eggnog, what normally goes there?
Creamers or something.
More milks.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they're in a rush to get it out.
Because it's like creamer season.
I'm in my creamer era.
I mean, whatever they put there is not better than eggnog.
Well, you're biased.
I understand not wanting to drink eggnog in June. You know what I mean? Like it's hot. You don't want like a tall glass of eggnog in 99-degree weather. But like it's cold for another couple months.
You know what's baffling to me? And I don't want to be someone who's like, the way I do it is right. And if you live your life a different way, then you're bad. But there are people who have never tasted eggnog. And that is baffling to me. Maybe because I come from an eggnog family.
Right.
We're a family that drank nog. But there are people out there.
You have that sign that hangs on the front door that says, "We drink nog."
In this house, we drink nog. And then also, but first eggnog.
Nog family.
But also we have one that says, "But first eggnog." And don't talk to me before I've had my eggnog.
Yeah.
Should we make a "But first eggnog" shirt?
Yes, we should.
Yes. Okay. Will you remember that?
No.
Neither will I. All right. This has been too much fun. As I was saying earlier, patreon.com/Alison Rosen. Go there, get all that fun stuff. Allison's links, go there for all my other stuff. And please leave us an iTunes comment of the week. Well, leave us an iTunes comment and I will consider it for comment of the week. Follow me on social media, etc., etc. And I hope you're having a good wind down to the big day.
Yeah, I hope you're not on the naughty list.
Mm-hmm.
That's really my bottom line hope for all of you.
Yeah.
And that Santa isn't a dick and leaves you a fucking lump of coal.
That's right.
You don't want a lump of coal.
No.
Because we don't use coal anymore in the modern world. Leave me a battery, motherfucker. He should leave batteries.
Or a charger. Well, that's a gift then.
A battery would be the modern equivalent of a lump of coal, wouldn't it?
I mean, I guess.
Because you use the coal to heat things. It's power, right?
I don't think it was like, oh, he gave me something functional that I don't want.
Useful.
I think.
Well, I guess kids didn't want it,
right?
But
the dads loved the coal.
I guess.
Let's revisit.
Well, hey.
Yes.
You have 1 week to get back on the good list, so make it count.
Thank you for being on the show, Daniel. Listeners, thank you for listening. I love you. You matter. Goodbye.
Hey, do you know about the Alison Rosen Show? We had a good time, but now we gotta go. Yeah, Alison Rosen is your new best